Hello, ladies and gentlemen. What is up? It's your boy Spooky Noodles. Haven't seen me in a while, have you? I haven't really been on YouTube for a while. Well, I've been on YouTube, but I haven't been on my Spooky Noodles channel for quite a bit. I've been on my rap channel, my other music channel, and my personal channel, which I have all my subscriptions I watch and stuff like that on there. But Spooky Noodles is really just kind of for like horror stories. So a lot of horror and booktubers, author tubers, and anything to do with horror really is what this channel focuses on. Anyways, today we have a book mail video. I just thought I'd catch you guys up a little bit, but yeah, a lot of Richard Lehman here. In fact, most of this is Richard Lehman. Although one is by M.E. Nest, I think it is, or I could be reading it wrong, but yeah, it's a really rare book, and I've been looking for it for a while, and I found it, so I got it. So anyways, here we go. First book we have here is Richard Lehman's Night in the Lonesome October, and this is one I want to read relatively soon. The font's tiny, but I really want to read this soon. Everyone says it's one of Richard Lehman's best, so I really want to give it a shot, so hence why I want to read it. Next we have is Fiends by Richard Lehman. Very good copy as well. This is his other collection he has. I'm reading Dreadful Tales As We Speak by Richard Lehman. Not As We Speak as in that's part of the title, but you know what I mean. But Fiends is the next collection of his. It has here's the table of contents. So first is Fiends, which is a story, like a novella or novelette, not really sure. Then the short stories begin with Kitty Litter, The Bleeder, Desert Pickup, The Mask, Eats, The Hunt, Slit, and Out of the Woods. Oh, Stiff Intruders, Special, Joyce, and A Good Secret Place. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading this collection because Richard Lehman's short stories are amazing. They're impeccable. They're awesome. Next, we have Richard Lehman's No Sanctuary, and once again, great condition. I did not get these all from the same seller, but I've been only wanting to buy good condition books by Richard Lehman, so that's why I got that. This one is also, look at that spine, not cracked at all. I don't even think this book's ever been opened, but this is, which I just realized I have two copies of, Night in the Lonesome October. Yeah. And if you're wondering why I'm not reading the backs to these, it's because I have a lot of books here, and I'm just trying to mow through them. I will read what some of these are about, but Night in the Lonesome October, I don't really know what's about. No Sanctuary, I don't know what it's about, but Fiends is a collection. That's all I know. Next, we have The Traveling Vampire Show by Richard Lehman. Now, I have this book already, but I wanted this UK copy because it has this little photo on the back, which is something I want to get tattooed on my, right here. I want to get it tattooed right here because this is my second favorite, maybe third favorite. A lot of coming-of-age stories have been getting very close to surpassing this book. I don't know if there is a coming-of-age story that has surpassed this book yet. Maybe John Athan's Taste of Blood, maybe. There's been a few coming-of-age stories which I could have put past this book, but this book is this was my first favorite book. Like, I don't think I had a favorite book until I read this book, and then it became my favorite book. I guess maybe Death Troopers by Joe Schreiber or something like that. I forget what his author name is for that guy. What his name is, I mean. But it's Death Troopers, and that was my favorite book until I got to this book. Well, also the Michael Vey series. I like that series a lot. The first one was fantastic. The second one was even better. So, but then it started going a little downhill. But the first two books were fantastic. Anyways, Richard Lehman's The Traveling Vampire Show is a coming-of-age story. Love it to death. One of my favorites. Not the greatest condition, but I don't have this copy, so I wanted it. Next, we have Darkness Tell Us. and has an Ouija board on it, so it has to be a good story immediately if it has an Ouija board on it. So that's all we need to know. This is Among the Missing. This one's actually in pretty decent condition. It still has cracks in the spine, but you know, most of these ones, the ones that, other than the Traveling Vampire Show, most of these are in great condition. So, yeah, Among the Missing. We're not gonna read what that's about. I think it has to do with someone getting kidnapped, but I'm not sure. No Sanctuary. Actually, I already said I had this one. I do. So we might be doing a giveaway soon. But No Sanctuary. This is the U.S. edition. It comes in at 333 pages. It looks like a good story, so I'm gonna have to read it soon. Now that I have 2 copies. Beware. Now, I don't know if Beware is the first or the second or what. I don't even know if it's part of the Beast House series. But, Beware. I don't know if this is a sequel or the first in the series. I don't know if this is part of a series. I don't know if it's its own book. I don't know anything about this book. So I probably should read what's on the back, but that's why I won't read the back, because I don't know if it's a sequel or not, and I don't want to ruin the first book for myself. So I'm not going to read it because I don't know if it's part of a series or not. Then the only book here that isn't a Richard Lehman book that I just got recently, which is odd because I feel like I've gotten more books, but I can't remember what they were at the moment, because this is from a long time ago, these books that I got. So I apologize if I'm not remembering what each and every book that I got. I'm going to have to look at the last book mail video and see if I'm missing something for this one. But this is from Off-World Books. I got it relatively quick, and it is Sasquatch by M.E. Ner. So yeah, this is a Sasquatch story. And on the back, you see the snow and the guys and the horses. Well, let me read the back. Death in the snow. Out there in the snowy silence of the woods, a monster was on the prowl. A massive, hairy creature nearly 10 feet tall with terrible hooked claws and eyes like burning coals. Sasquatch, Bigfoot, the names meant the same thing. The first body they found had no head, and the others were even more horribly mutilated. Finally, a loner named Russ McCord loaded his rifle and went after the Sasquatch. It was man against monster in a fight to the finish. And it looks like this is the UK copy. Yeah. Oh, that smells good. Old book smell, sorry. One of my things I like. Let me see here. Sasquatch by M.E. Ner. Author's note. He has to say it's a work of fiction. Oh man, that sucks. Even back then. Wow. But yeah, this is a book I've been looking for. It's kind of a western, kind of a horror. Don't really know what it is, but I've been looking for this one for a while because I'm into Sasquatch and cryptid stories. So it was one I really wanted to get. And with that, that is the end of the book mail video. I'm sure I have more books to share with you because I feel like there was some more, but I can't remember at the moment. So I'm going to probably make a part 2 maybe of this video. If not, this will just be its own video. So yeah, if you guys wondered where I've been doing a lot of things. I've been making music on my off days, but mostly I've been working a lot. Amazon has me working my butt off recently because it's Prime Week. And if you don't know what Prime Week is, then you kind of are living under a rock, but that's okay. Amazon is this website that sells things, and on Prime Week, they sell those things for very cheap. So, yeah. But it's only for Prime members. Hence, Prime Week. So, people who work at Amazon on Prime Week have to work extra hard and extra long. So, I've been doing that. I've been working a lot lately. So, and when I'm on my off days, other than this week, I've been working on my off days too. So it's just been very tiring, and I haven't had books coming in the mail. So I've had this big stack of books that I've been needing to show you guys, but overall, I haven't been buying books. But there are some arcade books coming in the mail because I couldn't resist a new Ronald Kelly book. I already told my sister about it, so she can't get mad at me. But yeah, that kind of broke the streak of like 3 or 4 weeks without a actually I think it's been a month and a week. A month and 1 week since I bought a book other than the arcade books. So, but I believe that's it. So we're gonna hang up the phone now. We're gonna turn off this video and we're going to move on to the rest of my day. So hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you have a spooky night, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out, guys. Girl, look at this good girl. I'm just scratching her butt. Scratching her butt. And she's just like, yeah, I'm digging this. If she didn't like it, why wouldn't she move? Maybe it's because she's tired. She's tired. Yeah. Old girl. Old girl. Who's an old girl? You an old girl. Yes, you were. Oh, in dog years you are.